One more club, one more tactic, and it's over. Hello again everyone, welcome back to Stingerman. This is number 30 and we are at our final club now after my little curveball last time. It's never simple, is it? I'd wanted to finish it, but then this job came up. AC Milan, one of my favourite clubs from the 90s, thanks to Gazzetta Sport on Channel 4 for all you fellow oldies. So this job came up, I thought I can't not have a little poke at it. Plus, I really want to win one of the big leagues. One of the big leagues. We've won the Dutch league, we've won the lower leagues in Portugal and a couple of others, but this is the one we won. Now, how is it going? Really well. We've got a new tactic. You can see the outline of it there. It's a box tactic. The thing I've been going through on Stingerman is get as many different tactics for different clubs as we can. This is the latest. It's a 4-4-2 variation box. Unbelievably, it's working. Right, so here's the table. You can see we've played 11, won 8, drawn 2, lost just the 1. The one game we did lose was against those rascals Juve, who are top of the table. We lost 3-2 in the last minute. 92nd minute to be exact. After being 2-0 up, my halftime team talk was awful. I told them I was delighted. They took the foot off the gas. And we lost our first and only game this season. But other than that crew, it's been a beautiful season. We've even started really well in the Champions League, beating Man United. As you can see, that's away from home, and United in this game are amazing, always are amazing. So that is a huge result, which fills me with promise for this 4-4-2 box tactic. Let's have a little look at it in a bit more detail. Here it is, the Milan box is what I'm calling it, and you can see it's named that way because we're boxed in and we're so central, and that's the way we're going to play. I've even accentuated this by focusing play down the middle and using underlaps. So my wing backs, when they get the ball, they're not thinking about going wide all the time, they're going to look inside. So it really is centrally based. For this, we really needed some technically gifted players, and thankfully when I got to Milan they were in abundance. In fact, I've only bought one player, the lad who's at wing back there, Lazic, and he's purely a squad player. The rest I've kept them because they are littered with quality. Now the thing about the Stingerman and Journeyman style of series is you don't really get attached to players, do you? Because you're moving on, different club every year or two, so they're not really part of the journey. But I was pleased and quite delighted to see that the keeper there, Lossell, I thought I've recognised that name. So as we click on him, this is Ilz Lossell. He's now 31. He's valued at 43 million. When I clicked on his history, you can see I knew it. I had him in his infancy. We had him 10 years ago at Angers in Ligue 2. We got him on loan from PSG. I remember it well. He was really good for us, helped us get promoted. He went back to PSG, didn't work out for him. Went to Nantes, and look at that, got himself a £30 million move to Milan. So that's a good little bit of narrative. Lossell is my number 1, just like he was at Angers. As I say, for this formation to work, you need technical, gifted players. We're also going for the most possession in the league. I want us to keep that ball. I want at least 60% possession in every match. So far, it's working. For this, we've got deep line playmaker Lavazano, passing 18. Vision 16, first touch 17. That kid is not giving the ball away. Value 50 million. Just in front of him, Augustin Tejero. I am amazing at pronouncing names. Argentinian international, valued at 58 million. Again, passing, technique, vision, first touch, everything. There's a theme here, dudes. If you're going to go for this formation, if it proves successful, I was going to test it a bit further. If you're going to go for it, you need this type of player who's going to keep this ball. They all tie into these team instructions down the side there, especially these in possession ones. Much shorter passing, play out defence, focus through the middle, underlap left, underlap right. Work the ball into the box. We're not giving the ball away. If we don't give the ball away, they can't score against us. That's the theory. We are playing risky though, as you can see from the outer possession. Check this out. On my days, much higher defensive line with an offside trap, and a lot of the time, because our player are down the middle, a lot of the time, I won't lie to you, I'm forcing the opposition inside, which is something I rarely do. Normally, I'll focus them outside, but I'm forcing them inside because we're so heavy with players there. I'm hoping that will do the trick, but we start matches in standard, see how it plays out. There's the schedule, and it's gone swimmingly. Just that one disappointing game to Juve that we lost. We've won every home game. We've drew a couple of away games to Atalanta and Empoli, which is a little bit disappointing, but we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot, as I say, we are second in the table. And Milan, they haven't won the league for a few seasons, so last season they finished third, second before that, second again. We had a couple of title wins 4 or 5 years ago. Champions League wise, they haven't got near it, so that's another big goal of ours this season. I mean, what do you think, crew? Any of you guys use a system like this? In essence, these are all takes of when we developed into that diamond system, the Christmas tree system. They're all takes of that because we're getting our width all the time from the fullbacks, which is what I like to do in this year's FM. I always try and stay away from the 4-2-3-1. I don't know why it's successful. To be honest, it just bores me because it's so common. So I'm always trying to find different ways to win. And this is the one we're going to go with. The Milan box. So Brescia is done. It was a bit closer than it should have been. 2-1 is Antonio, who won the ball back in his role as a ball-winning midfielder. Crossing and a beautiful finish from Tajiro with the volley. The second one, all about winning the ball back in the middle. Cutting edge and superb pace. And hey, let's see what a £60 million striker gets you. Levered it in. Brescia, with their only shot on target during the whole match. Grosjean, and worryingly for us, it came down the middle where all our players are. So we'll have to watch that one. Just slotted it home to make it 2-1. But if you can look at the stats, pretty dominant. I would have liked more possession, but shots not in the ballpark. The big one is next. The big one is next against Man United for the return in the Champions League. So here we go then, against Man United. There's us with our box formation, and United, I know, will be playing a really wide tactic and are in good form. So I'm going to force the opposition inside from the get-go and see if that helps us here, because this is going to be a big one. Now, in the grand scheme of things, if you can look to the side there, the league table, it doesn't mean anything because both teams are through. But this is a benchmark for us, because if we can perform well against Man United, we'll have a chance in this Champions League. Playing out from the back, ball over the top, it doesn't work out. Comes to Myers, this is the issue. United are going to have good players. Antonio as a ball in midfielder gets his foot in. Banks out wide, always the issue with us. Lopez gets in brilliantly to Seti. Now the counter-attack might be on with Antonio, but he loses it. It's poor. Bratchett hits and just wide. Boys are on the attack. Lopez to Uranga. Tajiro, he's got a bit of space. He lays it beautifully to Uranga, and that is what we're after. That was nice. A lot of teams, when he got the ball on the edge of the box there, he would have pinged it. But because we're working ball into the box, on much shorter passing, watch this, there you'd think he's going to ping it, right? Look at that for a through ball. Even the keeper went that way. Nice. Free kick for United. Myers takes. Oh, hit the crossbar and it's cleared from Leversano. Here's Lover to Nuzi. Cutting edge. It's a great ball through to Pantic. Big chance. Here we go, building from the back. Here's Nuzi. Remember, these boys are set to look for underlaps as well. Uranga down the right. He's a £60 million striker as well. He crosses, it's lovely. Pantic, it's the crossbar. Okay, 70 minutes gone. United are coming again. Marinov to Vinica. Marinov, he's got in here, but oh, it's a great ball. McKinnon has levelled it up. Full time. Stats were in our favour, but we just couldn't get it across the line. You look down there, 60%. XG, shots. I'm happy at the minute. I think we've got a real chance in this Champions League this season. But it's 1-1. Job done in the Champions League. We're through to the knockouts. Right, crew. Good news and bad news. The bad news is that's the end of the episode. The good news is there's got to be more episodes because we're going to play this AC Milan season through in a bit more detail. When we come back, we're going to be at the back end of the season. Are we still challenging for the title? Do we have a chance in the Champions League? And is that Milan box formation actually going to work?